And
All
you
right, so
like,
here go a question.
Yep.
He asked you, you said no.
Uh-huh.
A year later, he asked Mandisa. He asked Simone.
Yeah, this
Y'all know
town's
each
too
other.
small. It's fine. Everybody's like everybody else.
That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
And you all wouldn't care.
If it's
There's just not enough.
Are you serious?
There's just not
dang,
enough.
we're on camera. I can't say that.
You can't say it on camera. What you mean?
I want on dates with a guy.
Okay. Go there. If there's a situation where,
Come on, Simone.
if there's a situation where
Could you pursue a man?
and I was like, oh, like I got scared. I got so scared.
I think deep down, women want to be pursued.
When you reverse the roles, it just gets fuzzy.
Can you date more than one woman? If I say you're beautiful,
If there's a situation where,
Come on, Simone.
if there's a situation where someone shows interest in you, but you are not interested in them and you're interested in someone they may be close to, but they got a code where it's like, they're like, nah, this is my territory. Not technically with their words, but like, nah, I'm into them. And it's like an issue if you are interested in, like, you can't spark anything here because of this. I don't know where that's going, but that in situations like that, it makes it harder. But in my mind, I'm just like, look, because I've experienced it already in the past, where a close friend of mine ended up liking the guy that wasn't into me, I was like, all right, you deal with it. Yeah, it hurts and it's tough. But at the end of the day, what if God called them to be together?
Yeah.
That's selfish of
you
me.
just went spiritual though.
That's practical too, though.
That's right.
That's very practical because if you're not, let's say let's go practical. Like if I don't mesh well with him and he doesn't see that vision with me in it, but he sees it like, man, I see this with her. And then if I get in the way like, nah, I want that, but there's nothing that's gonna happen. That's selfish.
Okay, cool. So let's say y'all went out on a date. It was good, but then...
But what if the person left not in, both like, well, go ahead, finish.
Yeah, I like that. I'm going to the same place. You two went out on a date, didn't work. Year later, now you're interested in his friend. Is that all grounds?
To me, no. To the friend,
To the friend.
let's say the friend has a problem with that.
I mean, but everybody's dated someone before the person they're dating right now.
Yeah.
We just can't, to draw those lines. The Lord is not going to let you marry someone else's husband. That's just not how this works. And so if me and him didn't work out, but me and him give it a run and they're bros, like, I mean, your boyfriend had girlfriends before you,
Totally,
right?
yeah.
And do you
I
know
Did
any
you
of
know
them?
any of
Yes.
them?
Yes, I was friends with his ex.
Yeah.
And you was cool with it?
Yep.
Wow.
I like you.
Elizabeth, is
That's
she
very
cool with
mature,
him?
though. Like, I feel like,
How was she in the beginning?
Well, okay, I haven't talked with her about it, so I
Yeah.
don't know. But
Right.
I knew
great
him
answer.
while they were dating.
Yeah.
I think you should talk to her.
She don't need to. She got the best.
were y'all close now or no?
Yeah, I mean, we were friends, you know.
So y'all didn't communicate? Like,
And okay, so
Very
my
close.
boyfriend, we toured together for the same artist. So we were like friends. We got to know each other as friends. I like filled out her all access pass when she would come visit us for shows, you know, like, so I had interacted with her and I was like, they're respectable people. I have respect for her, you know, and so I was like, yeah, I'm fine with it.
so it's all, everybody just handling it in a mature way.
I feel like you got men who may have dated a woman in the past, and let's say his bro, you know, ends up dating her, you know, 3 years later, but y'all only had like a little fling, you know, y'all was just kicking it for like 2 or 3 months. I think from one of those guys' perspectives, like they would see more so a territorial, like I used to have that, and they may feel some type of way about it. So like that, with that ego that gets in the way, and then you have some guys that, hey, bro, do your thing. I'm one of those guys. Do your thing.
I think it's the situation.
Yeah.
If I'm bringing my girl around, we all in the big happy family, and then all of a sudden me and my girl start having problems.
Yeah.
But then I find out she talking to him.
Yeah, that's
Right.
different.
That's
That's
right.
different.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah.
Or they met for lunch. Or her office is right across from him. Like I guess it's just a situation.
I mean, I dated a guy that I'm
Just
friends
something.
with, the last girl he dated, and I would call her and be like, "Is this what you experienced?" She's like, "Yeah," and I was like,
really?
"Great, we're on the right path." I mean, she's engaged to someone else. It's been 2 years. It was actually incredibly helpful for me to have someone who has, because he and I were strangers when we met. That's how it goes. But we weren't like pals before. We weren't friends before, and so I could say to her, "Hey, is this a normal experience? Is this what?" And she's like, "Yeah, this is great." Yeah.
Let's go here. Just be real. I want y'all to think about this before you answer it. All of us in this room are single. Some may be dating, okay, but you're not married. So my mama would say, if you ain't married, you single. Why? Why are you single? Why are you single? Not why, what would they say about you? Why are you deep down still single?
When he asks why am I still single,
And sometimes it's so natural for me to give like a cliche answer of, oh, because it's God. I mean, God's timing is a legit answer. But I wanted to take time to like take, self-check and be like, am I really ready?
I'm scared.
Scared of what?
I'm scared of giving the real version of me to somebody who doesn't get it.
So you fake with us tonight?
I've just met y'all. I mean, let's be real.
I'm with you.
But no, it's you got to think, man. And I put everybody into these percentages. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm dating somebody, that's the top 2%. That's in there with my family, and that's with stuff about me that other people don't know. You know my ups and downs. You know my love language.
Yeah.
That's something that we never talked about. Because once I read that book, it opened me up to real communication.
Yeah.
So are you that person that's willing to figure those things out about me, or you just want to be there and just go along with are you there to make me better? Because sometimes you always meet the representative of a person the first 6 months. They might be there just because, hey, I saw Anthony on TV. I want to get on TV. You never know. So I'm scared that what if you say, okay, because I'm a sucker for a cute face. I'm sucker, dude. Like, just totally throws me off.
Just a cute face. Not a good body, but a cute face.
Come on, man. You know the Lulu pants and But anyways, I'm just scared that you put in your time and effort. Like I told you, man, my energy is important to me.
Yeah, I feel you.
And I want to invest my energy because I'm that corny guy.
Anybody else scared?
I wouldn't necessarily say I'm scared, but I'm more so focused in loving myself before taking the next step with someone else. And you don't have to be love. We ain't talking about love. Well, we talking about love, but loving yourself is important before putting that energy into somebody else. And what I mean by yourself, I mean every aspect of yourself and whatever you're trying to accomplish and wherever you're trying to go in life, everything that you need to do to have yourself at least put together enough to where you could, date someone and then potentially, crash everything together in a good way, but I'm more so focused on my relationship and with my family, my friends, God most importantly. So that's just how I feel about it.
Ladies, y'all quiet over here. Ooh. Y'all really thinking deep down, huh?
Women are thinkers. Not to say that men aren't, but
okay,
I'm single because, y'all have to let me go deep for a moment.
Yeah.
One, because it's God's plan for me right now. Like, it's not because there's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with everybody. You don't have to be perfect to be married. If we're gonna get specific about why I'm single, there are some things that God is still working on me with. Like, there are some rough edges that he's fine-tuning. There are some things that happened in my past that he's currently healing. And had I gone into a marriage with that baggage on me right now, it would have been a hot mess. And so ultimately it comes down to his timing, and he's not done with me yet.
That kind of goes with my being scared. It's one of those things where that there are things that you want self-mastery.
Yeah.
That's, man, every morning I get up, self-mastery. I want to get better at something every day. And you get with a person who doesn't respect that aspect of you. And I mean, they always say the number one thing in divorce is unfulfilled expectations. So it's just one of those things where I'm scared because I know there are things about me that I know I need to change. But do you really want somebody in your face? You need to do this, you need to be this, you need to be that. And you like,
And in marriage, though, based on all the relationships that I have with people who are married, it's a mirror, and it actually does help you to get to the place where you are who God created you to be. I just think as healthy as you can be going on to a marriage, be that healthy. So use this time while we're single right now to be who God made you to be, knowing that the man or the woman isn't gonna complete you, but if you can be as complete as you can before you get to that person, your marriage is gonna be better off.
So good, Deesa. That's good.
This side. Y'all ain't talking. I'm coming back to you two, Annie, because Annie over there thinking.
To the fear part, that's the part I was really thinking about. I think for me, like, it's so easy for someone to look at all the great things that you have, but when they get to know you, like, the fear part is like, okay, when you get to know every part of me, tying to what you said, like, are you gonna run away? Like, if this rubs you the wrong way, are you just gonna be like, yeah, I don't wanna deal with that, and just dip? I think that fear of the being abandoned, which ties into the Captivating book, that's woman's fear, is being abandoned. And that's why it's just like, yes, you find that in Christ, but the reality is I'm still human and I'm a human being. So it's like, okay, is this person really gonna stick through? Like, so that's the fear part. Why I think I'm still single, I think I'm in a place of really taking care of Simone and loving every part of Simone. And I feel like, and I'm still in that journey of being completely content. I really believe that when I'm in the place of being completely content, that all the extra stuff will be added along with the husband. So I don't know if I'm ready.
It's good. I mean, at least you're being real with that. I think a lot of people cannot answer that question, if they're ready or not ready. So I respect that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot is the Lord's timing. Like, I really trust him. So I'm not concerned, but it is like, it's confusing, right? Because you're like, well, what is it? Like, I don't know. I don't understand. Like, I haven't met anyone who I feel compatible with in that way, you know? I don't know.
We'll let you slide. You're not single, but you're single, but not single.
Right. I mean, I was single for 4 years before I started dating.
For real?
Yeah.
Why were you single that long?
I think I needed to get to a place where I was allowing myself to have one thing that I couldn't just do for myself. You know, because like I think as Enneagram 3, I'm like, I can do this, and you know, I'm very driven to get what I want. And it was the one thing that God was like, you can't do this on your own. You know, and I remember getting to that point of like, I was traveling so much, and we did this show at Disney, and we had like a free day to go through the park, and I just remember thinking, man, I would really love to do this with someone, you know? And it was that weekend after I got back, and I had just gotten off of a 70-day tour, so I was like going. And I remember getting into my bedroom and just being like, God, like, I'm just gonna pray. Like, it was one of the few moments where I've prayed out loud and just been like, God, I feel like I'm not assuming that I'm ready, but I'm praying that you would make me ready, and I'm praying that this provision would come. And I'm not kidding you, it was the next morning that my boyfriend texted me and was like, hey, how you been? Like, we should grab coffee. And it was one of those things where I think that's just the way that the Lord works with me.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, there are gonna be certain things that I'm gonna make you desperate for, so that you know that you need to rely on me, and this is something you can't do with your own hands.
Come on, Liz. That's so good.
It's good. It's good.
Man, at one point I would say that I just couldn't find anyone to really match my drive. Like I said before, I've dated someone that I poured everything into them, and it seemed like I would get nothing in return. Not because, you know, they weren't putting forth the effort, it just seemed like they didn't have anything to give. And that's different. It's different when you try and you still feel like you have nothing to give. So I couldn't fault her for that, but I did have to let that go because it was starting to wear on me. To be honest, since then, I think I found someone that does, but at the same time, I have a long life to live. Like I said, I'm only 25. I have a lot of trials, you know what I'm saying, I can go through right now. And still a lot to learn. So I'm not rushing that by no means. Do I think, you know, she could be the one? For sure. Definitely. Am I gonna say, oh, well, you're the one, let's make it happen? No, not right now. Because we both still have a lot to learn. So, yeah.
It's good. Annie?
I don't know. I feel like I've done everything I know to do. I'm working on myself a lot. I'm going after what God's called me to, and I have no idea.
It's good. It's good.
How would you answer that question?
How would I answer that question? Being transparent. Anthony's known for being real. I would definitely say that I had to heal. And I think men, we're very quick to get out of something and jump straight into another thing, to fill a void that the last thing had. And the last young lady, I loved her. I mean, I proposed, I thought she was my wife. And when I got out, I'm gonna be honest and transparent, I immediately started dating someone else, and it was a hot mess. And so I had to step back and just heal myself. Then when I healed, because I've been single for so long, I identified that I'm very selfish, you know? And I was like, being selfish as a single person is not bad, but being selfish going into a marriage is bad. And so when I identified that, I started seeing a therapist, just because I want to start working on myself now, so that way when I do find my wife, I'm not going to be perfect like you said, but I'm going to be working on different things now that could be better. But I'm like you, Annie. I've done everything. You know, I'm seeing a therapist. I'm active. I have an accountability partner. I submit myself to my pastor. I submit myself to other mentors. You know, we have an accountability system within our organization at Ramsey Solutions, to where they ask me personal questions, and so now I'm just waiting to find that perfect person. But I would definitely say, before I met, I wanted to be the perfect man, so I wouldn't date anyone until my money was right, until I was driving this, until I had that, because I wanted to be perfect. And I just quickly realized I'll never be a perfect individual. I'll never be everything that she needs me to be when we get married. And so now it's man, I'm in my lane. I'm going after my purpose. And what's so funny is you all are sitting in the living room of my house. When I built this house, I came out here with the Bible and planted it in the seed, into the sand, into the all the oil and stuff way below this living room, because I told God, hey, I want to stand on the foundation of your word, because I believe this is where I will start my family at. And so I've done everything. And so now I'm just like, God, I'm patiently waiting on you. And it gets rough, especially during that quarantine time, waking up to this house and it's just me. You know what I'm saying? I can't go work out. I'm not going to the office. I'm not traveling. I'm not on the road. I mean, I really realized some stuff about myself, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm ready to change my son's diaper, and he's all over my stuff. You know, I'm looking forward to that. So I'm like you, Annie. I'm a 2+1. You know, I'm ready. But then I'm like, man, I'm cool. Like I'm great. I can jump on the plane and go to New York and do media, and I'm like, I love it. But I can't wait to jump on the plane with my wife, with my kids, and to do that as well. So that's what this is all about, you guys, just having that real conversation. Getting deep, going down, and just really talking. And I want to thank all of you for your time. You know, all of you all in this room are doing some amazing things. And I'm just so grateful that you all took some time to come chill with your boy, you know?
You said it was free food, so.
Yo, you guys, man, wow. Amazing night with amazing people. And if you've made it this far to the very end, thank you so much for rocking with your boy. You guys know here, not at the table, but when you're with me, it's real, relatable, and relevant. And we had some real conversations tonight, not the normal type of conversations. They had me thinking on my own situation. And on the last panel, I didn't say nothing. But these people asked me questions. Lord have mercy. But yo, thank you so much. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you check out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna link everyone's information down below. Go check them out. You know, you got some great artists. You have some great people in here doing some great things. Hairstylist, drummer, motivational speaker, workout people. I mean, just some great people. So I'm gonna link them below. Check them out. Thank you all so much. And I'm gonna see you on the next video.
Back in the hot seat.
Back into the hot seat.
What you about to ask me?
They had more food. I didn't know.
My name is Mandisa.
My name is Jalil Harris.
My name's Elizabeth Shannon.
My name is Judah.
Hi, my name is Lonnie.
Simone Park, Annie F. Downs.
My name is Wesley. One thing I do want to talk about tonight. Y'all can cut that right.
Is there anything you're nervous about?
Is it hot in here all of a sudden, or is it just me?
I was gonna ask how she feels about tonight, but this is how she feels.
You're a guy. I don't believe you. I'm just playing. Go ahead.
First thing I'm gonna ask you is your name and what question would you like to be brought up? Don't think of it as a sell. Think of it as there's a person on.
This is how I feel about tonight. Okay, great. This is gonna be our little secret, guys.
You're a star.